Hello my lovelies and welcome back to my channel. Today is day 4 of our Iris sew along. Today we'll be creating and putting together the back panel. Another quick and easy day, pretty much straight lines and top stitching, and we'll be fusing the interfacing. So easy peasy. You need your 3 back pieces that we'll be piecing together. You also need your flap that we worked on the first day. So put the bottom aside for now and take the flap piece that's the middle flap piece. Make sure that it's facing that way with the shorter of the longer sides up, and this is where we'll be placing the our flap right sides together. So what I need to do first is find the center of my flap, and I'll put just a little snip here because I'm using the same fabric for my flap lining and main. This is the main and this is the lining where the snap is. So now I'm going to find the center of my flap here, the top, and while I'm at it I might as well just mark the bottom as well. So because that will help us with the next step. So now I'm going to match right sides together. So main with main, right sides together, marking the centers here. And we're going to stitch this down with 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. Or if you want to skip one step, what you can do, you can just baste it on and then take your top. And this one again, it's like a trapezoid, and you want the longer of the long edges to be facing the panel here, and you want to also find the center. So I'm going to do that and do only one step. Okay, so I've snipped the center here, and you want to place it right sides together with the middle panel, and this way your flap is center there. So let me mark that center here and match it, and then I am going to match the sides like so, and now I'm going to stitch from one end to the other with a 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. Make sure that you go slower. You have all those layers. I have actually vinyl, more vinyl than usual because I've used the lining of vinyl too. So make sure that you go very slow there. It's going to, if you need a hump jumper, use one. I didn't need it right now because the vinyl is not interfaced, so, and it's pretty flexible. So I've stitched this, it's sandwiched. So now I'm going to move the middle down and keep the seam allowance down, okay? It will want to lay by itself like this, so don't force the seam allowance up. Just leave the seam allowance towards the middle like so. Okay, seam allowance, and I'm going to top stitch with a 4 length and about 1/8 of an inch away. Gorgeous. And there you go. And now we'll grab the bottom part, and from that somewhat of a trapezoid, the longer, well, if you don't count the snip corners, so make sure that you match the right side to this, and I'm going to find the center, mark it, and now match the 2 centers, right sides together. stitch it with a 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. See, I told you today and yesterday were super quick. Super quick. Okay, and now this is where you can decide, and I think I'm going to do the double stitching because there's no interfacing here, there's no extra bulk, so I'm going to distribute the bulk of the seam allowance in two. So I'm going to do what I did yesterday and do a double stitch and split the seam allowance open. It's also pretty, not just bulk reducing. And you're done. There you go. So your back piece is done, the flap is installed. The only thing that we have left to do is make sure that we add our vinyl interfacing, and we're going to do the same thing as we did yesterday. So fuse your interfacing or stitch it on depending on which type you went with. I did Decovil Light, so mine will stay out of the seam allowance. I'm going to go ahead and fuse it. Snap a photo of your progress for day 4 and place it in the album in the Backstitch Backroom group on Facebook. That's where your check-in will be for today. And I'll see you back here tomorrow. Look at this, we're under 10 minutes for this step. So easy today. And I'll see you back here tomorrow for our final assembly, when we'll be putting together the lining, the main, and stitching it all together. So tomorrow is probably going to be one of our longest sewing days, but then after that you have quite a few catch-up days before the sew along ends. So tomorrow is Friday, you have until Monday at 8 p.m. So if you want to split that tomorrow step in a few individual steps, you can do that as well. We have plenty of catch-up time. So I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye!